Hey there, it's Brittany, and I'm back with Jesse James Beads today with their beautiful coastal new line. I love it so much. We're going to be making a necklace. I have this awesome Sand Dune Explorer bead strand. I think we're going to be using that. I love this pendant. I think this one is called Shell Pendant in Maine Muscle. It's really pretty. It's like a nice, like quartzy looking gold edged pendant. And then we have these beautiful beryl crystals. These are a little bit off-white, but they still work because there's white and like a cream in that strand. So we're going to be using those. I did pull out some like old Jesse James Beads spacers just in case I need to use them. I don't know that I'm going to get them into this project, but I have them off to the side. And I have some of these crochet fabric beads. The color combo here is Nautical Knot. I don't know if we're going to get to using those, but possibly. And then I also have this enamel chain, and this one's called Coastal Cottage. I'll link to everything in the description. I'm not sure if those are affiliate links yet, but they might be. So I'll just say they're affiliate links. I've been dying to wire wrap this bead onto this pendant. So I'm going to open up my strand here. And it's going to be very interesting. I don't know if I'm just going to connect it with a jump ring or try and wire wrap it on because it's a beaded bead, so the holes are a little bit larger. I'm going to grab my 22 gauge German style wire here, grab off a little piece. I'm going to do a bigger loop because I don't want the loop to go through the bead. So I'm working at the back of my round nose pliers. See how much bigger that loop is than we typically see. So then, I mean, not that it would go through anyway because it's holding onto the pendant, but it's going to be good for the top of the pendant as well. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hold that with my pliers and then wrap around just a couple times just to make sure that it's secure. Okay, and then we'll snip that off. And then the good thing about this pendant, there's not really a front or a back because it's really gorgeous either way. Then I'm just going to figure out where I want to thread through on my bead. It's not really like a great place to do it, but we'll try right there. See how that's going to rest above. Well, it's actually still kind of going inside, but it's better than it was if it would be a really tiny loop. And then I'm just going to make another loop at the top, again at the back of my pliers. And I'll just wrap that in place. And this is now my new pendant. The pendant was gorgeous before, but I really love how all of these beads sparkle above our pendant here. Which side? There we go. Okay, so we have our beaded pendant. You can add as many beads as you want to that, but I just really wanted that sparkle at the top. And then I want to do, I'm really into like double necklaces, double strand necklaces. So I kind of want to figure out a beaded length, and then I'm going to do some chain hanging above it. So we'll have this beautiful enamel chain as one of our layers, and then we'll have our beaded necklace as the other layer. So we'll kind of put this guy right here. I know I definitely want to get in my crystals. You could also just hang it from the chain and like do some dangles too. That would be really pretty, but I'm liking my full layered looks lately. I don't know if you've caught some other videos, but I'm loving the double, triple strand things these days. Okay, so I want to get my wood beaded bead in there. I just love that they're giving out beaded beads on these strands. We'll of course get in these two, why not, right? And then maybe to bring this color up here, you're not gonna be able to see, it's kind of off screen. I'm gonna put my crochet bead right there. It actually doesn't need to be that far out. And then I have some little gray rondelles, just 2 of them. Those right here. And then I have these nice hexagons. I'll put those up here. And then I have 2 more of these guys, so those will go at the top. And I'm just gonna put in a crystal rondelle spacer right here to get some gold. And you can't see it, but I'm putting a gold spacer at the end up there. And then what I'll end up doing is probably ending at the top end chain too, because there's enough chain here to make a necklace, like a whole necklace, and then end up my second strand. So I got out some soft flex wire because I had some in white. I don't think I've ever used white. Maybe I have, I don't know. But I'm just gonna string. Okay, so this is really pretty. I think it's so neutral. This is gonna go from winter to summer with no problems, or vice versa. So I have that part strung, and then this is what it'll look like hanging out with the chain in the middle. But I need to figure out how long I want this necklace before I add my second part. So I'm just gonna measure it on myself. But first I'm gonna take a crimp tube and I'll thread it onto my wire. And I'm just gonna attach it to one end of my chain. Come back through my crimp after going through the chain, and then come back down through a couple beads. And I'll just come in with my crimping pliers and make sure that those aren't twisted. I love how the white and the gold here look just like the enamel chain. And then we'll squish, turn 90 degrees, oops, squish, and then squish one more time. I'll slide that into a few beads, and I'll trim my tail later after the necklace is finished, just in case I make a mistake. So then I'll move everything down, cut off my wire from my spool, and then I'm going to try and decide how long I want the necklace to be. Okay, I've measured how long I want the necklace to be on my own neck, and then I'm just going to take the end. I cut off the remaining chain. I'm going to take the 2 ends where it's going to attach to the necklace and put them both on a head pin. This is an easy way to get the middle of the chain without measuring. If you want to measure, that's totally fine too. So I'm just going to hang them, make sure they're hanging, and here's the middle. So I'm just going to cut this link off. And then put the other strand on the other side of the necklace, using that same technique we just used to crimp the other piece of chain on. And then we'll come down through a couple of beads, and I'm going to pull that tight. But again, we want to make sure that this isn't in a straight line. We know why, right? It will, oh, you know what? I lost my crimp tube in my bead here because it has a large hole. So we'll try and get that out and redo it. There we go. So what I'll do is just hold that crimp tube up here and then kind of just keep it away from that big hole bead until I'm finished crimping. What that might result in is a little bit of slack though, because this bead will move up over the crimp once it's finished. So you might want to finish this off with a crimp cover later to take up some more room. And then what I'll do here put it inside my crimping pliers, hold on to that, and then pull some more. And we're just going to squish, turn, and squish again. All right, see, like we're gonna have some slack, and that's how it's gonna be. Put on a crimp cover. Okay, so we have our first strand of this necklace. All I need is my second piece to be shorter, just by a little bit. So all I'm gonna do is lay out my necklace. And you could do this on a mannequin, you could do this on a bead board, whatever's easiest for you. I'm gonna grab a jump ring. I'm gonna slide on my original piece on the outside of the jump ring, and then I'm gonna slide on my chain. So that'll keep them together while I'm trying to measure. And then again, like I said, we just want it to be a little bit shorter than our other piece. Or you can have it a lot shorter if you want it to be a choker on the inside and then just a regular necklace on the outside, whatever floats your boat. I will just cut it right here. Now we want to make sure we put the chain on the right side instead of the left, that from the first strand, and then the inside strand on the left this time. Close that up, and then I'll just put on a clasp, and then we're good to go. Super simple, but cute, 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 and can go with so many different outfits. All right, stay tuned for the photo at the end. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. And check out Jessie James Beads. I'll include the affiliate links below. And of course, stay tuned for Goldie because she's super cute. Bye-bye. Hi, kitty. Hi. You sleeping with your eyes open? I think that's what's happening. Oh, there she is. Hi, cutie. Hi. Such a cutie duty. We love you.